Good morning, Mistralton City. My name's Adamew, the coach of your Mistralton City Mews, and welcome to week number 5 of the Uber Pokemon Association. This week we're going to be taking on Coach Padelle of the Glasgow Gliscors, or Gliscors, I think, but taking on Coach Padelle, and we're hoping to avenge a rather unfortunate loss last week at the hands of Darude. I had the game pretty much in the bag, but I decided to go close combat on Sneasler instead of reversal, which would have made infinitely more sense than what I went with. But at any rate, we're looking to bounce back after that disappointing performance that week. So let me jump straight into the matchup without further ado. So you can see my team on the left as always, and their team on the right. So their two Ubers are Kyurem-White and Zamazenta-Crowned. So Kyurem-White is a fearsome special attacker, being able to fire off things like Freeze Dry, Draco Meteor, and Earth Power, and generally be pretty much unwallable. It also gets Fusion Flare, so that combination of 4 moves just makes this thing a pain to deal with, and it can get tech moves like Ancient Power from Ultras. So yeah, this thing is a pain to deal with. And with its Turbo Blaze ability, it can get around the Hisuian Avalugg with Sturdy. And yeah, it can also get around like Vaporeon Water Absorb, but it doesn't really have Water Stab, so not Water Stab, just Water Coverage. So not really anything to worry about there, but like it can get Freeze Dry to hit Vaporeon hard, and it's just a nuisance for my team to switch into. It can also get Dragon Hits to boost its speed, and it can pretty easily abuse a weakness policy by being generally bulky. So yeah. Next up, they have Zamazenta-Crowned. This thing is obviously a beast with Iron Defense Body Press, and it can even get like tech like dual screens if it wants to run that, and generally be a nuisance for my team. It can get Crunch to hit MEWTWO, Behemoth Bash for like solid coverage, Stone Edge to hit Moltres, and like I said, Iron Defense Body Press is generally its bread and butter. They have Gliscor with Terra next. I anticipate this to be Terra Water to absorb Chien-Pao hits. This thing's pretty cut and dry on what it can do, but it can set up SD, or it can just stack hazards, set Toxic, EQ, Protect, stuff like that. It can get Taunt. It's a generally annoying Pokemon for me to deal with, but with how much firepower I have, I'm not as worried about it. They have Primarina up next, which can serve to be a little annoying for Chien-Pao, but generally its poor Phys-Def stat makes it so Chien-Pao can take it on. So yeah, it can get Flip Turn to pivot out, and honestly Water Fairy Stab is pretty hard for my team to switch into, and they can go for like Psychic Noise to hit Vaporeon, obviously with non-liquid voice. So yeah, they have Terra Iron Moth next, which is one of the best Terra Captains in this whole thing. I got probably one of the better Terra Captains with Terra Regieleki, but Terra Iron Moth is a beast, especially with Protosynthesis Quark Drive speed, being able to outrun Mewtwo and Chien-Pao, and, well, Sneasler. So, yeah, it can get solid coverage like Bug Buzz, Fiery Dance, Sludge Wave, and Psychic. And also can get D-Gleam to hit the Garchomp. So it can have perfect coverage to hit my team, which is very, very worrying, especially with Terra. Terra enhances its defensive capabilities to take on a hit from like Chien-Pao or Mewtwo or something, and it can like use it to gain more coverage with Terra Blast. So yeah. They have Roaring Moon up next, another one of their Paradox Pokemon that is pretty annoying to deal with. It gets Knockoff, U-Turn, good Dragon Stabs, Iron Head. It has a lot of good moves here, and I have a hard time pinpointing its set. I feel like it'd be Choice Scarf to Revenge Kill Mewtwo, so that'll be something to watch out for. They have Terra Chinchino as their last Terra Captain. It can be annoying with Tidy Up. Tidy Up with Tail Swap, Rock Blast, Bullet Seed with Skill Link. comes to mind. It also gets triple axle, so Cinccino can be annoying if not, like, cared for properly. Then they have Mandibuzz and Muck anchoring their defensive core. Mandibuzz can get defogged to remove hazards to provide another way of removal that isn't Cinccino. They have not a Alolan Muck, Kanto Muck, which is pretty solid poison type overall. Good budget poison type, gets Toxic Spite, solid Spadef stat. I don't anticipate it coming here though, because it's generally awful into Mewtwo, Garchomp, and Chien-Pao. And then they have Chimecho. This thing ain't coming. It's a Pokemon that exists. I think it gets like Heal Bell or something. I don't know, but yeah, that is the team that they have. And well, let's go into the team that I'm going to bring for this week. I don't know why I did that, because yeah, I literally told myself to do it this way. Man, doing it on the fly. Alright, so first up we have Mewtwo with Colbur Berry. We have Side Strike, Ice Beam, Nasty Claw, Recover. We have enough speed to outrun Zamazenta-Crowned, which is the fastest thing on their team. So other than that, max special attack, a little bit of special defense investment because that's what was left over. This thing hits everything neutral or super effectively. Plot is there to abuse stuff like Gliscor or something that's passive. And we have Colbur Berry just to eat a hit, meant for it to revenge kill like a Choice Scarf or Immune knockoff, or what have you. Next up we have Chien-Pao with Ice Spinner, Sacred Sword, Psyfangs, and Swords Dance. Heavy Duty Boots is the item because we don't have great hazard removal into Gliscor, and yeah, we want to account for that. This thing pretty much hits everything neutral or super effectively. Swords Dance is there to boost its attack, and Sacred Sword's there to get around Zamazenta-Crowned. Ice Spinner hits things hard, and Psychic Fangs is there just in case they want to like set up screens with Zamazenta, or, well, pretty much the reason why it's there is it gives me something to hit from Arena. So yeah, that's Chien-Pao, enough speed once again to outrun the Zamazenta-Crowned. As you can see, I have with Mewtwo, it has 391 speed, max attack, bit of Spadef because that was switched over. And next up we have Regieleki. Next up we have Regieleki. But Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Rapid Spin, Terra Blast, pretty standard Regieleki set. This is pretty much what I always bring on it, because it just doesn't need anything else. Volt Switch, Thunderbolt give it menacing, like, electric stabs that are going to be hitting hard with that Transistor boost. Rapid Spin gives it something to remove hazards, which is going to be especially necessary into a Gliscor. Then we have Terra Blast Ice, that way we always have the threat to hit Gliscor with. And yeah, I think the speed stat is there to outrun Cinccino at +1, I think. Aside from that, it's max special attack with a little bit of defensive investment just in case of like physical priority. So yeah. Next up, got Vaporeon with Terra Fire. This is designed to wall Kyurem-White. So Scald, Wish, Protect, Alluring Voice. This gives me something to like generally not be passive against Kyurem-White, and it also eats hits from Kyurem-White. It never gets 2-hit KO by anything outside of Spadef drops. And the 100 defense is just so that way I have a bit of a cushion for physical threats like Zamazenta. So standard set here, Terra Fire is like really, really good defensively into their team. And yeah. Next up we have Moltres. This is designed to be Zamazenta-Crowned check. So Will-O-Wisp, Roost, Flamethrower, U-Turn, and max HP, max defense. I don't think you could script a better Zamazenta-Crowned answer. So yeah. This is designed just to get Will-O-Wisp off. This is pretty much the thing I need to beat Zamazenta-Crowned. If I get a Will-O-Wisp off on it, it's over. Like, I feel comfortable that Mewtwo and Chien-Pao can beat it, and Regieleki too. So the main hurdle is getting a Will-O-Wisp off on the Zamazenta-Crowned, which this is designed to try to do. U-turn's there to pivot, flamethrower's there for a stab, and yeah. Finally, we have Clefty with spikes, white screen, reflect, and dazzling gleam. Dazzling gleam is there so I can take on, or I can hit Roaring Moon a bit harder, because I found myself kind of lacking in areas to hit Roaring Moon with. And it also gives me something to not really be passive with, which is very important for Clefty in my opinion. So I have max HP, max defense. Once again, this is another like Roaring Moon safety measure. So yeah, White Clay, get as many turns of White Screen or Reflect as possible, and yeah, that is going to be the team for week number 5 of the UPA. So hopefully we can manage to turn this, I say turn this season around, like we haven't just turned it around by going 2-1 in 3 weeks after a, like, the worst possible start I could imagine. But yeah, hopefully we can turn this thing around, and I will catch you all in the battle. Peace. Alright, here we are in the game against Padelle. This is going to be, I always say this, but gonna be an interesting game. Let me set my Terras, Terra Fire Bat, and Terra Ice Aweki. So, they have Terra Water Gliscor and Terra Dark Chichino. Gliscor I kind of saw coming, so yeah. Because they gotta resist the Ice Spinner from Chinpao. I have to be wary of, like, potential Choice Scarf, Kyurem, so that'll be something to look out for, but largely I'm not entirely sure what to lead with. Because, like, I feel like League Gliscor just to get your Toxic Orb off is going to be a safe play for them. But my thing is I don't have pivoting. Yeah, I think I'll just leave Vaporeon. So, yeah. I don't know about this game. I've not really, like, ever since my last game against Darude, I've just not really, like, felt it, if that makes sense. I had, like, a really, really winnable game against Darude, and I just tossed it out the window. And they lead with Zamazenta, which is interesting. I always gotta go hard Moltres, that they may read this to quick Stone Edge, which if they do, good on them. But, man, this is a tough way for me to make immediately because my Vaporeon is more specially defensive than physically defensive. So, yeah. But they don't know that. For all they know, I could be his Death App, and I can threaten Skull Burns against this thing. So, they may not stay in, I don't know. There's only one way to find out what play they go for, and yeah. But the Moltres play is really, really obvious, so I can anticipate them reading it. And they go Light Screen. Okay. Largely I think Will-O-Wisp is fine here. Because a lot of their team doesn't really appreciate this. And they don't get the crit. And we get a nice burn on this, so already starting off really, really good here. Okay, so I can get off a pretty free roost just to keep this thing healthy for later. Dodge the Stone Edge, which is fortunate, but largely I don't think it mattered unless if they like crit, because it would have done even less damage. So, yeah. I mean, Flamethrower is pretty free right now. This Roaring Moon doesn't really want to take any chip. Even then, I could still threaten the Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, I'm fine with this. Like, I know they have light screen up, so it's not going to be doing as much as it normally would, especially in this stuff like Primarina and Roaring Moon. But I mean, they risk the burn chance. Like, your play pretty much has to be Primarina, but like, if they wanted to keep Zamazenta in, I was going to be pretty content to let him have that. This is going to do like 2. Okay. So, not quite 2, but, yeah. Let's see, Moltres. I can go to the Kanto. Okay, still got a bit of time. Arena. It shouldn't outpace me, but I'm not. Should I risk it? I don't think I should risk it. But then again, I can get some chip on this, and I can easily see if it's Scarf, which it isn't. So, yeah. This is a pretty easy Vaporeon play. Stay put Shadow Ball. Oh, that does a lot. Let me count this. That does a lot. Vaporeon. This is a Shadow Ball. That's specs damage. That feels like specs. If this was choice specs damage, I don't understand. Well, actually, no, I do understand the play because you don't really want Moltres to do anything for free. But yeah, they go back into Zana. So, Zamazenta, what are you gonna do? I mean, I can get the free initiative into Moltres. The spin cycle. Put white screen again. And now Moltres is back and healthy. So I can just quick U-turn, because I feel like you will switch now, since Zana is just like kinda ornamental right now. It's not really that great with burn. I'm glad I burnt it early, and you will switch, so I did get that play right. They go into Kyurem. Okay, so I gotta be a bit careful around this. Okay. So, what is my play? I want to save Klefki for the Roaring Moon. I think my play here is to always go Vaporeon, because this is designed to beat this. And largely, like, I don't need Terra on a Weki. Pretty much my play here was always to, like, Terra Fire this. So, yeah. Terra Fire Vaporeon can wall this thing. And that's what I designed it to do. Quick Earth Power, correctly predicting the Terra. Get the special defense drop, because of course. So, yeah. Not much I can do there, but I can just protect, get the health back, and yeah. What's Ancient Power? Okay, that's hype. I respect it. That does mean you're not like choice specs or something, so there's something to make a difficult play here. That Spadef drop really sucks. But I can't really let this thing try and get a free Ancient Power boost. Is the... I don't know if the play's Clefty or Moltres. Because I still feel like I need Moltres. Maybe. Well, Zamazenta is purely ornamental now, and Chien-Pao can beat it. So, this is a tough play. Klefki largely has use against the... I'm gonna go Moltres. I gotta. If they anticipate this, then good on them. And they did. Oh, man. Okay. So, let me get a notepad up. Good boy. But now that means I can get free Chien-Pao. So, Kyurem kills Moltres with Ancient Power. Okay, that is unfortunate. That does mean they could be like Choppleberry, maybe? But, yeah. I'm just gonna play Sacred Sword as a switch. Probably gonna go Gliscor or something. Let me go Prima. So... Chien-Pao... Sci-Fine's definitely is not going to be able to kill here. I should have had a Steed. That would have been a ballsy play, though. Vaporeon's always my play. I could have walled the Kyurem-White if they didn't get that Spadef drop. That cost me Moltres, but I still have MEWTWO with the Colberberry to hopefully bait in the Roaring Moon and KO it. And MEWTWO does look really, really good. If I can just get it, have a chance to get it in. Now they put Moonblast. You're gonna get a special attack drop? No. Always gonna wish. Always gonna wish. But if they go Kyurem-White, then I can get an Alluring Voice off. So, yeah. But they could opt to go Zamazenta to get the light screen back up. Especially now that I don't have Moltres to come in and wall. So, yeah. I'm not in a good spot here. That's with that drop. Yep. There's the Zama. No, I should never be able to be beaten by this. So largely, I think I can just click Scald. So, yeah. This thing is slowly getting whittled down. I think it's about to be in Shin Power range too. I want a quick ordering, boys. So it's a dual screen set, which I can remove with Scyfangs. So it's just a game of anticipation. Wait, what do I think they're gonna go into? I think Scald is okay, because I can get a burn on something. There's the Kyurem-White. Burn. Alright. We got the burn there. So now this thing's on a timer. Well, just about. About as much of a timer as I can put it on. It just entered my mind that this could be a weakness policy set. But I'm just gonna quick. Are you kidding me, dude? You're kidding me. He got another Earth Power drop. What? Bro, this thing is Serene Grace? What is this? What? What is this? Deadass, what is this? Now he's gonna threaten Ancient Power. Oh, it's DD. Weakness Policy Dragon Dance. Yep, I'm not clicking Orin, boys. I ain't clicking Orin, boys, in front of this. It's a Weakness Policy DD. Okay. White screen wears off. So that's something, at least. I think I'm cooked. Legitimately, I think I might be cooked. That, man, they kept getting spit F drops. They have a 100% rate with this. I want to go Quefki, I guess? I don't know. I'm getting frazzled. Because they keep getting spit F drops. Okay, they didn't get the boost, which is fortunate. I want to get up a white screen of my own. As they switch. So goes Gliscor. I'm fine with this because Gliscor can't really hurt me that much unless if it wants to like have a setup set. And it just quits rocks. So yeah, this is pretty inconsequential. So now the question is, what do I want to do now? Now that Gliscor's in, I need to start threatening. Like, I need to start threatening. And Mewtwo's in a solid position to start doing that. Now that I have dual screens up, I can just go Mewtwo, quick Nasty Point, and then try and break the game wide open. Because I just quit spikes, so they're hazard stacking me. If you're toxic, I just don't care. I'm quick and plot. Because I think I can force the Terra Water here. So, yeah. Should be trying to do the Pterodart Chinchino as well. But you can't really risk an Ice Beam. So they switch, so we get a plot for free. As they go into the Zama. No, I'm not gonna let him get a Light Scream for free. I'm just going to take it. So, Mewtwo kills Zama with Psy Strike. So fortunately, it is not going to be a 6-0 win. So, I've already accomplished my goal. But, they go into Roaring Moon. Exactly what I thought they'd do. So, this could be a choice scarf for Roaring Moon. Let me just make sure I can kill this. I mean, I don't really have another play. Oh yeah, I'd definitely kill it at +2 with Ice Beam. So, yeah. I just click this button. And I just kill it. I'm not sure how much that crit mattered. But they got a bunch of Spadef drops, so Mewtwo kills Roaring Moon with Ice Beam. Alright. They go Gliscor. Loki maybe bait me to just like quick Ice Beam. Which, I mean, it is kind of free, but like I don't really want to risk. Well, honestly, if they tear at water, it's their loss, so... And they just tear at water, so Chinchino can't tear it anymore. And I can beat this thing 1v1. So, that's fine with me. Don't freeze. Wait, no, it can't even freeze. I don't know what I'm worried about. And then clicking EQ there kind of sealed the fate, I think. Because now I can just click Side Strike. Mewtwo should outpace everything. And they go into Kyurem-White. So Mewtwo kills Kyurem with Side Strike. Alright. My first screen wears off, so that's whatever. I think it's over. I think I just won that. Mewtwo kills Primarina with Side Strike. Man, that was so topsy-turvy. Alright, but it's not over yet. Not over yet. So... Mewtwo kills Chinchino with Side Strike. Man, Mewtwo just came in, set up in front of a Gliscor, and yeah, it's over. This Side Strike won't kill, but the next one will. Or not. Mewtwo kills Gliscor with Side Strike. And that's going to be GG. Somehow, despite the special defense drops, we managed to win 5-0. So, yeah, that's gonna be GG. So, Mewtwo came to play. What, seriously came to play in that game. The Spadef drops were infuriating, but In the grand scheme of things, I don't think they mattered. I would have loved to have Moltres alive to deal with the Roaring Moon, and just to have another safe switch into Zamazenta, but I'm glad things turned out the way they did, and I got the 5-0 win off the back of MEWTWO just being absolutely clutch. So, anyways, good games to Padelle. There's not much hacks in that, so despite how frustrated I got at the spit drops, but at any rate, I will catch you all in the next battle. Peace.